On very few occasions do I go out to make news reports on very expensive, very expensive audio equipment. But on the very few occasions I do, I'll probably tell you the pros and cons on why you should do such an investment on an audio gear, and why you probably should consider an alternative, because most of the time these flagship don't really offer you more than what most reasonably priced speakers do offer in most occasions. And most of these high-end speakers really, I wouldn't say they are bad for the price they are requesting, but I think it defeats the purpose on why you need to spend a lot of money on them in the first place, because the minute you spend that kind of money, the law of diminishing returns sets in. Let's talk about Magico's new flagship. It's going to be called the Magico M9. It's their latest flagship that's going to cost about $1 million, over $1 million, and around 840,000 pounds. That is insane. It is incredibly insane. You're already talking about some of the most expensive cars in the world price tag for this pair of speakers. It's actually a monster, because it's as 2 meters in height and weighs a massive 454 kg for each one. For just each one, 454 kg for each one. This is incredibly heavy and would require a team of men to install such a monstrous speaker system in anybody's home. The Magico lineup have always been very expensive, but most of the times they tend not to really give you, how will I put it, at least I wouldn't say that they are not good in sound, but I would probably say that the sound they portray does not really equal to the amount of money that they are requesting for, because a lot of reviewers that have reviewed their product don't really seem enthusiastic about their pricing of such speakers. And over the years, they have not really been a household name as I know of. I have seen them pop out here and there, just like Wandorf, other high-end speakers. They do come out, but the fact that they produce things that are so expensive and very out of the realm of most people affording it is crazy for me to think about. Now, the flagship is coming with a very good setup. It's a 4-way setup with 6 driver system. You're getting a beryllium diamond dome tweeter, which I think they are claiming that they are the first audio manufacturer to do that. I really do not care about whether they are the first or the second or whenever they produce it. I'm only just not impressed with the price, and honestly all these things really do not matter, because there are so many other brands out there that have produced flagship that are below $100,000 that I am pretty sure can rival this setup. Now, I'm not hating on this news article, but I really feel that audio speakers are not supposed to be this price for any reason, because I really don't see the kind of sound you want to replicate in a $1 million speaker that you really can replicate in a $50,000 to $100,000 speaker, even if it is a flagship. This is coming with a very, how will I put it, unique design. It's coming with proprietary drivers, 6-inch mid-range driver, 2 11-inch mid-bass drivers, and 2 15-inch bass drivers. So this is pretty much a full range setup that can run easily without any subwoofer, and it should run without a subwoofer, especially if you're spending $1 million on a speaker, on a pair of speakers. It should be able to run on its own without any low frequency enhancement whatsoever. Now, it is well built, it weighs a lot, it's probably going to be installed by professionals. This is not a speaker setup that you just buy and install it in your house yourself. If you are a rich person and you can afford this, you would probably be more into this product than most other products out there. So yes, if you really have the cash to spend on such audio component, I really wouldn't advise that, even if you had such financial capability. But I can see some audiophiles out there that may want the latest and greatest, that may see the M9 from Magico as a very good option. I, for one, I don't recommend anyone spending over $100,000 for a pair of speakers at the max. The same way I don't recommend anybody spending over $1,000 on headphones. Yeah, I know I may get hate for this eventually when people start seeing this content, but in the audio world, we should have a bar that makes sense, makes logical sense, that one should charge. I don't see a reason why, the same way I don't see a reason why a car should cost over, as in the most expensive car on the planet should cost over, I don't know, let's just say $500,000. Even $500,000 is even a major stretch in asking price for a high-end car. But I really do not see why some of these things should cost that much. Now, a lot of people will be like, okay, there are paintings that cost millions of dollars. There are antiques that cost millions of dollars. There are wristwatches that cost over $1 million. There are different properties of all the different categories of things that cost a lot of money. Why can't audio equipment cost $1 million? And my reply to them is the fact that there is the diminishing return in anything you are just paying for that really does not amount to that value, be it a Michael Jackson t-shirt or a speaker setup or whatever. I really feel that if you're going to buy something, it has to be worth that value. Now, am I saying the M9 is not worth this asking price? I am saying that the build quality and the design could be subsidized for most people to afford it. If you ask me, I would say that this speaker should not cost over $250,000 at the best, but I can understand the work that went into producing it, and I get kind of upset seeing expensive speakers being listed this way on the market, to be honest. But it is what it is, because at times what I ask myself, are these speakers better than the IMAX speakers in an IMAX theater? Are they better than Dolby speakers? Do they reproduce dynamic range performance comparable to commercial grade speakers? And most of the times when I hear audio experts like Gene De La Sala from Audioholics, he even says that these speakers do not reproduce the same level of dynamics as commercially built rigid speakers. And I begin to wonder, why are those speakers not costing $1 million? But it is what it is, guys. This is the news for today. Sorry for the rant, but it is what I feel about this product. It is $1 million and it's launched right now. You can pre-order it from Magico's website. They will install it for you, and that's pretty much it. Make sure you follow us on social media, subscribe to our channel, like our content, and I'll see you guys next time.